player, as we've just seen, but as a manager he faces his toughest challenge, trying to keep Arbroath in the Bells First Division. Mind you, he's not doing too bad a job so far. Arbroath were the favourites to go down at the start of the season, but their midweek win over Partick Thistle has lifted them to 4th place, although they'll be happy to finish in 8th come the end of the season. But our game of the day on Football First this week is the rematch. Partick Thistle, the leaders, are still smarting from that defeat, and they will be looking for revenge. Well, the rest of the action from the Bells First Division coming up over the next 30 minutes or so, but first to Firhill, and let's see how the teams line up for this one. New signing Martin Cameron makes his debut for the Jags. There's a first start for Andy Roddy, but no sign of striker Jerry Britton in their squad. Innes Ritchie comes in at the back for the Lichties. His height will be important for John Brownlee's men. John McGlashan scored the winner between these two in midweek. And the match referee at Firhill is the experienced Kenny Clark. Just one win in the last 4 league games for Thistle, and the early signs at Firhill suggested their poor run might continue. Arbroath made all the running and created several early chances. And no one at Firhill was shocked when they took the lead in the 22nd minute. Innes Ritchie allowed space for the header, and for the second time in a week, the Lichties ahead against the league leaders. Thistle did try to fight back, but they were finding this a tough one. They didn't have a single shot on target in the first half. This from Cameron, their best efforts. 5 minutes to half-time, and the unthinkable for Thistle. John Cusick's free kick, 2-0 Arbroath. This would cause a stir throughout the division, with a few fans choking in their half-time pies when they heard this result. A third goal for Arbroath would have killed off Thistle, and they came very close to delivering. No, it's not the Thistle bench, but they could have made use of the hard hats as this game came crashing down upon them. Watch carefully as George Rowe puts the ball in the net for the third time. Kenny Clark seemed to be the only person inside the ground who saw an infringement. The goal didn't stand. So a lifeline for Thistle, and it was one they were to take. Within minutes they were back in the game. Scott McLean with the finish. Andy Roddy made this one with the run and cross, and a way back for the leaders. Perhaps a disallowed goal was a turning point in this game. Perhaps it was this chance missed by Steve Mallon. The opportunity for 3-1 not taken, and it seemed Arbroath were determined to make life hard for themselves. Steve Florence receiving a second yellow and then a red card for hauling down Paul Walker. No real complaint from Florence, and the question now was whether Arbroath could hold out. Scott McLean found Craig Hinchcliffe in no mood to concede anything, but with 9 minutes to go, Thistle did find a way past the Arbroath keeper again. Walker with the setting up, Martin Hardy with the header. He used to come off the bench to do this kind of thing. No super sub tag this week, Martin, and there might have been a sting in the tail from the Jags, but for the instincts of Hinchcliffe. Cameron, the man denied. There were certainly thrills at Firhill yesterday.